whole city screaming. What's up with your Joe? 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 What's up with your Joe?
Got the whole city screaming.
What's
What's up with your Joe? Yes, indeed. What's up, Sean? How's it going? Black Seas.
Bro, what's going on, man? My man.
Yes, indeed. Seas are fantastic.
Yeah, you already know. Man, we got one of those today, man. This thing harking me back to how we thought about when we started this thing. You know what I mean? Just think about how we used to get a little lit back in the days, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, indeed, man.
And we'd click on, we start getting lit and woo, and so I just push record on the tape deck, on the tape recorder, you know what I mean?
Yes, indeed, man.
And we all night just wilding out, and we'll wake up next day and just hit play. You hear me?
Yeah, man.
And some of the things we be saying them nice, be some deep. Joe, it was
man.
we having some deep conversations. Cause like, man, what's what me, you, D,
E.
What?
Shout out to E, man. I found this today,
E.
man.
Oh, you found that?
It's still in the wrapper, though, man.
Hey.
I didn't take it out the wrapper, dog.
Hey, don't take it out. You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
taking this out the wrapper, man. For those don't know, man, E. Mason was our man. Was our man, Joe, all the way live.
Road dog.
We lost our dude in 2012. No, 2011. I think he died in 11. Listen, man, this brother, man, was one of the most talented rappers that ever existed on the planet, man. I'm not saying that just because it's my homie. I don't care if we go wherever we at. One time we went to when the All-Star game was in DC, 2000 to be exact. The year was 2000. The All-Star game was here in DC. And we pulled up against two cars, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kirk had an expedition, like a 98 expedition or something, right? So we was young dudes, 20, fly as can be, man. Versace, Iceberg. I mean, we was Coogee down to the socks, literally. The New Yorker Jokers was down from Brooklyn, good brothers. Shout out to Bo and Villa. Forever remember these brothers.
Yeah, definitely.
And we got to spitting, like rapping, car to car, going at it, back and forth. He lit the whole car. He lit the whole car up. So we pulled over. It was so vicious. We pulled over. Get to hollering with the brothers. I think, I wasn't a manager then, but I was still in manager mode for some reason. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I get the information. They give me their manager information. I make the phone call. We go to Brooklyn.
Yeah, that story is in episode 2.
In episode 2.
In that same
we call that thing heavy heated. Automatic shit. I'm trying to tell you, man. We wasn't going to New York bullshitting. I'm telling you that much now. We had some shit just in case some jokers wanted some bullshit, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But Bo and Villanelle welcomed us with open arms, man.
Yeah,
they was from East New York. We was in Bed-Stuy, in Atlantic Avenue. around that area. And
looked a little crazy around there. I was like, God,
hey man, it was wild, man, because the feds seen them. I ain't go with them because I was
thinking. I was thinking about that story earlier. The feds, man. I said, man, them was up there dirty, man.
You was like, damn, these feds is terrible up this joint, right?
Man.
So we get there, the feds see them in the. We was going to the bodega, right? The bodega store.
The corner store.
Oh, that's the corner store in DC.
We call it.
New York, right? So the jokers knew we wasn't from there. You could tell when some jokers.
Yeah, we dress different.
So the feds was like, man, thanks for that information. We like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Thanks for the information. Information? Come on, get us dog.
Across the street could hear.
Yeah. They was trying. They was like, man, you would have been on some yellow tape scene after you left that motherfucker thinking them dudes is gonna come over there with that bullshit. I'm trying to tell you, man. We still from DC now.
Yeah.
And
youngins too.
Bo and Villa was like, they knew DC. They had a different perspective to us about DC.
They had big love.
They had big love. It was like DC kind of, what they call it.
They say, what part y'all from? Where y'all from? They
said
Southeast. They said, oh, that's over there. Nah, y'all in dirty.
Dirty, yeah. They like, yeah, that's the grimy. What is it? The grimy. They call it grimy. The grimy side of that joint, man. Was,
I heard they grimy.
Man, they grimy over there, man. I say, damn, it's grimy here, motherfucker.
But yeah, it ain't sweet,
Yeah, it ain't sweet. So, but yeah, man, my point of Irk, man. Listen, he don't write. He never wrote.
Ain't never write nothing down.
This was Irk when he could see. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the story of what happened. Irk lost his sight when he had juvenile diabetes, and he lost his sight years later. After that, it was about 10 years after that, right? But before that, during this time, we was in New York. When we went to New York, he would go in the booth and hit a beat one time. I mean, and you hear stories about Jay-Z writing his head. This man freestyled all the time. I don't know to call it writing in your head. It was more to just regular freestyling. But the shit that he said, man, was on point.
The song we did up there, he just basically detailed that trip up there.
He did, man. He did.
It was crazy.
Man, he did, man. Shout out to E, man. Listen, he just lost his brother, man. Rest in peace, Ryan. Ryan passed away last week. So I got to give him a shout out too, man. But, man, E was a special dude, man. I'm telling you, man. So he rapped, man. He did his thing, man. We all did our thing up there. We took man, shout out to D. Because it was if you didn't see me, Sean, or C's, D, Irk, and you every now and then would see Limp Noodle.
Yeah, Brandon.
You would every now and then see
after the Dave era.
After the Dave era, Dave was our man. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Dave, man? He just up and disappeared on us, man.
Dave.
What happened to him, man?
I don't know. Man.
He was being cruddy. Was it you? Or?
It was everybody.
He was about to, man. Listen, man.
It wasn't cruddy. It was. He was
trying. He was like, hold on, we had to let you know, you got it, because we will fuck you over. He never came around again after that.
I gave you that one pass, champ.
He learned a lesson like, these dudes ain't to be played with.
I know what you did.
Exactly. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I gave him that pass. It wasn't nothing.
Nah, yeah. He was cool though. Before that, he was one of the ones with us, and man, we had it. It wouldn't be no us, man. It was all of us always together, man. But the stories that we used to have, the conversations that we used to have back then, and this is 2000. I was 21 years old at that time. D was about 19, 18, about 18 years old.
I was like,
Irk you was about 20. Irk was about 20 as well. He was about 20. And the conversations that we used to discuss was like, I mean, this social media stuff that y'all talk about, we was on that.
It was on.
That we was on it. I mean, I used to read the 48 Laws of Power, the Art of War, the Secret Teachings of All Ages, we used to watch like The Secret, the Kabbalion.
We was in all
What else we used to read? Like, man, it was so many books that we read. The Think and Grow Rich, the Richest Man in Babylon. It was one other book we did, The Strangest Secrets by Earl Nightingale. That's how we was. That I'm talking 20 years old. We was on that, man.
18, 19, 20.
18, 19. So political books, man. We was on. These be our conversations all night long, man.
We had that crazy conversations all night. And we like I said, we be lit.
Yeah.
We'd be lit. So
Yeah.
we won't even remember.
Man, we don't remember, so we
In the
recorded
morning, so
sometimes.
that's why we recorded it,
because we know we was twisted.
Man,
But the
we recorded, but we'll
conversation-
listen back the next day, and them Jones be
They be fire,
they used to be
man.
on one, man. We was
And
on
let me
it,
say this to you. Women will get around us. You know, most dudes that women used to dealing with will be ignorant. Women will get around us will be infatuated behind our intellect.
They like, damn.
Damn, they would say it all the time. Like, y'all some different dudes, man.
Y'all definitely.
I've been around. Some girls be like, I've been all uptown, northwest, southeast, all over. I ain't never seen no guys like y'all before.
You know, I had a celebrity dude call us intelligent thugs.
Man, it was Kevin Hart, man. He hit us with that, man, because he knew. I schooled Kevin Hart some stuff that he probably using down, man.
Yeah.
Incorporate. I told him all that stuff. Start his own company. We talked. We gave him the game.
Chopped it up real heavy in the.
We gave him the game, and after that, I look back, man. I see whole lot of stuff that he's using, man, and doing, man. He was, I mean, he was into the conversation, multiple conversations, phone conversations, etc.
Oh man, y'all
but
intelligent thugs.
Yeah, that's what his words. But we read a lot, man. We believed in reading. We understood the advantages it is to read. I'm still going off of books I read in my 20s, man. I'm living off of these books, man.
Yeah.
I'm living off these books, man. And on that note, right? On that note, Sean,
No.
we see things beyond the naked eye.
Yeah.
Like when we see things on social media, the news, we don't look at things like the average people will see things. We go a little beyond the scope of things. And for a prime example, Kanye West is in the headline of the topics of all topics in social media with the White Lives Matter shirt. So we're going to discuss and give you our mindset on why Kanye West chose to sell and promote a White Lives Matter shirt. Him and Candace Owens. I'm really not interested in really trying to dissect her philosophy behind the White Lives Matter shirt. But I've heard some of her conversations. They've been pretty heavy at times. My thing about her is she's true to the other side, and I don't want to really deal with nobody on this side, to that side, and nobody on that side, to that side. So, but I like some of the things that Candace says, especially when it comes to the manipulation of the Democratic Party and how it's able to deceive Black people's votes. So those things I agree with. The welfare system, things of that nature, she has a very interesting point. So I agree with that. Small things that I don't agree with her with some things that I do. So Me and Black Seas is not the one who really follows no real set person in all. Like even Kanye West, I'm not following everything that Kanye West believes in. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? I'm not all the way following everything, but I do see genius in this. It's on social media. Someone was talking about explain. It takes a genius to explain the genius in Kanye West, which I thought was a great topic. I went in a little bit on it, but I realized, like, Rod, you can't go in these people's comments, man, for free, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like, what I mean by that is, I'm not going to give you my energy and dwell with you and go back and forth with you. We're a platform. Most of the people gonna agree with you. So I'm not. It's a saying in the Kabbalah, the lips of wisdom are sealed except to the ears of understanding. I know if I tell you what I want to tell you, you still ain't gonna understand me. First of all, we are true in our emotions when it comes to stuff like this, right? We see white, we see black, and we start getting very emotional, which I understand due to slavery and the things that we have been through. But at the same token, we got to know it's a deeper perspective of things within the eyes don't see. Mm-hmm. And this perspective that's happening, in my opinion, with this is no different than I'm going to give an example. I don't know if this is the person's name behind the scenes of Black Lives Matter. The real person behind Black Lives Matter don't look like you and I.
At all.
So, what's the difference between Kanye West not looking like White Lives Matter, not looking like the people that the shirt that he painted a picture for? What's the difference between him painting or giving away or selling a shirt, making he's going to make a good amount of money for this. Yeah. But he's going to make a good amount of money for this. What's the difference between him and a person that sold, what they say, Gap or some major, what was the company, Sean, that had
Old Navy or Gap?
Old Navy selling Black Lives Matter shirts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Old Navy selling the monkey jump.
The monkey, come, let's go there. Let me tell you something about Kanye West. Kanye West is a student of Damon Dash, right? Damon Dash has a saying, all attention is good attention.
That's
He's a teacher of that. That blueprint is still in relevance to the Rock Nation umbrella still to this day, whether Jay want to give him credit for it or not.
Yeah, all attention, good attention, bro.
All attention is good attention.
You know
so I got a White Lives Matter shirt. Everybody's constantly talk about it. Currency is energy. Let me say that again. Currency is energy. Money is energy. So if I'm giving you're giving me all that energy and attention, I'm going to generate revenue. That's the same thing with Gap and Versace and all those brands that created. It wasn't Versace. I'm sorry. What was it? It was one of them other name brand joints like Gucci. The same thing as Gucci. When Gucci had the black faces.
The
slave chains or something, like whatever, shackles and stuff. Listen, all attention is good attention. It's energy. It's generating revenue. Energy's constantly
still going
moving.
out buying Gucci slippers.
And they still Gucci. Gucci ain't never lose anything from that. Kanye West tapping into something they already doing. Now somebody throws this little sheep ass thing to me like, why is it that he's going to use evil? That ain't evil.
Hey,
you know what's evil? I'm gonna tell you what's evil. Poor shit is evil. Being poor is evil, brothers. And I know you like, how the hell is it poor being evil? Look outside. Look outside. So that's evil. Creating currency is not, create energy is not evil, man. I think it's genius. I think it's just you playing in the game that's been played for a long time. And okay, we on the next level understand there's no such thing as race. That shit was created by who? Europeans at one point in time to justify slavery.
Yeah, separate.
To separate, to divide. And we all fall, you every time you fall into that narrative. Okay, white lives matter. So what? That doesn't make me feel no type of way behind that shirt. I didn't feel, when I first saw that shirt, I didn't feel anything. I literally did not feel anything. Because I understood, listen, every race of people have been deceiving our people forever. Minnesota Avenue, for example. You go to Minnesota Avenue, it's a goddamn soul food restaurant served by Asians. That ain't no different than putting on a White Lives Matter shirt, man. Kanye West found a market that he tapping into. He tapping into White Lives Matter to get some money off of white people. He sees something over there. He see a stream of income. The same as the Asians see a stream of selling you soul food. The same as the Arabic selling you liquor, but don't got it in his neighborhood. The same as the Korean selling you fingernails, getting your fingernails done.
Yeah, weaves and
hair weaves and things of that nature. He tapping into their emotions as though every race has always tapped into ours. So who don't see genius in that? That's why he worth $6 billion and you worth $40,000 a year. That's genius, brothers and sisters. You have to see into that. This is war.
Kanye the type, he goes in the opposite direction. When everybody's going right, he's going left.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He's not here. He doesn't follow the 95%, which is what successful people do.
That's point blank. That's a law, man.
You hear me?
That's a
but
law.
you don't hear me though.
I hear you, Sean, clearly. It's a law.
He bucked the trends. College Dropout. The album, that's from the beginning of his career. You know what I'm saying? Fuck college. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a ripoff.
He dropped jewels. You just gotta listen to the jewels.
They not hearing them.
You gotta hear the jewels, Joe. They're mad. He been dropping them his whole run. You let them people tell you that he crazy. Oh, he crazy. Nah, he crazy. And you believe it, but you're not listening.
It's like sheeps, man. Sheeps want to. You should see them do something like explain, brother. I ain't explaining nothing, man. You ain't gonna understand me soon as I tell it to you. So I wasn't gonna explain it to Facebook or social media. I tried. I was going to, but I said, you know what? They ain't gonna understand me if I told it to him. I had some joker. I don't know, the joker from Ohio. Share the same last name as mine, but no relations. Elaborate. I mean, and I was in my little emotions, not in my emotions, but like I just said to him, like, listen, man, hey, bruh, if I gotta explain it to you, you don't understand. It's so many brothers and sisters that I've put that post on to me clearly understood me. It was more people that didn't, which I know these type of things be that way. We can't be so emotional, man. Listen, White Lives Matter shirt does not destroy the movement for black people. I'm gonna say that again. That White Lives Matter shirt that Kanye West created is not going to destroy the movement for black people. It's actually funding the movement for black people. Am I lying, Sean?
I mean, in a sense, yeah, you got realize what he was saying. Black Lives Matter was a scam. Was it a scam?
Yes, it was.
Yes, I mean, it's you see it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was a scam. Now, the true meaning behind it, yeah, Black Lives Matter,
They do.
right?
Right.
But in all reality, white lives matter too.
Right.
All lives matter as well. You know what I mean? I
Right.
mean, I get all that. Okay. I get Black Lives Matter, the whole movement and everything into it. But then you say, but the Black Lives Matter to black people.
That's a good question right there, Sean. That's the hell of a question right there.
You
Do
hear
it.
me?
Do it matter to us? Do it really matter to us? Do it. Ask the young lady who my wife might be on the phone with right now, explaining, who's sitting there crying to her son. Do black lives really matter to us? Answer that question. When you don't raise your damn children, your children is one of the people out here harming other children. But you want to be emotional about white lives matter. But your son out here killing black men on a daily basis. Answer that question. When you so selfish not to even teach your kids the morals and principles of what black people done in life, in the world. You want to sit back and be victims.
Yeah.
Questioning, do white lives should, guess what? White lives may matter to each other. But the question is, do black lives matter to black people? This city, this country is getting out of hand. So you emotional about that, but you ain't emotional about JoJo killing Robert last week. Bobby didn't rob the whole goddamn neighborhood. Edward sold crack to your mother 20 years ago, but you still you're not even frustrated about that. But you frustrated about a brother that's about to who just put a nice move on this system of capitalism.
But still complaining about milk that was spilled hundreds
of years ago.
That milk been spilled. We gotta get over it.
Milk been spilled then. Blood is getting milk and blood was spilled then, but now this shit is suicidal. Black men killing black men on a daily basis all over America. And it's one of your children doing it. I have to call my son every day to check on him as he's going to work and things of that nature. Teaching him how to survive his own people. I ain't teaching him how to survive goddamn white people. I'm teaching him how to survive his own. I'm more scared for him of your goddamn children than the police.
It's crazy.
9 times out of 10, your child would kill my son, and the police don't even fucking bother him. Sometimes he will, but that's rarely compared to what the fuck we do to each other on a daily basis. Think about it. You want to get emotional. You're getting emotional for the wrong shit. You're getting emotional behind a t-shirt. You need to be getting emotional behind a wet shirt, a bloody shirt.
Right. A red shirt. Yeah. That's crazy.
These youngers is out of hand. They don't care. They see something, somebody got something, they want it. And you call him evil. They don't get no evil than you neglecting your children. That's evil. Then the brother gonna ask me, what has he done for his people? Man, what you think he have done for his people? He has motivated his people that they can be billionaires as well. Because the power's in economics. We can buy the vote now. You can't buy the vote with listen, what is it? I remember when I used to study economics, we used to study the billionaires back in like 2000 and was 2001. I had a book I used to read, and it stated it was 520 billionaires in the world. This was in 2001. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it. I remember when the last time I checked, that was a few years ago, it was about 2,500 billionaires at that time. So I don't know if it's still around there somewhere now. And at that time, it was 525 billionaires, and guess how many of them was black? At one time, it was one. It was one at that time. So you guys are sitting around worrying about this man with a White Lives Matter shirt on. And there's so many white billionaires created Black Lives Matter and things of that nature, and sit back the same way, might wear that same shirt with pride because he know he's gonna get rich off of it. That's the point we trying to make here. Listen, we get it, we get it, but we understand the logic behind what Kanye West madness is. It's energy. You notice all this energy that y'all gave this brother, he became $6 billion worth of money. We have been giving Kanye West so much energy within this pandemic. When he came out of it, he became the richest man that ever existed in America.
All these years of he crazy. He been crazy all these years, stacking. Right before that run, he was what, 50-something million in debt.
Yeah, so even my people was complaining about that. Like, man, he was in debt. Now he was building, buying land in all these different places, and buying lots of it though. Yeah, it was like Idaho. What state was that he was buying land in? Was it Idaho or Utah? One of them places out there. It's on that side where land was available. Yeah. And he laid it too. He was telling people buy land. Yeah. He was saying that we need to buy land. He was breaking down about the dudes about the dudes rapping about this shit and this and that, how it's influencing people the wrong way. This the shit he was laying out there that y'all was calling him crazy about. Yeah. I really understood Kanye West since the days when what's that College Dropout came out. I really started understanding him then. Because I was listening, say, damn, this dude ain't no regular dude, man. He on another level with it.
I say he always bucked the trends back then. That's when everybody was doing the defunct samples and stuff.
Right.
He came with the soul sample.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, he always went against the grain, and that's what made him unique and special and all that he was doing. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, Black Lives Matter was a scam, but I think he realized that, or we need to realize that it's good in it, but the fight needs to be fought on another level. You know what I'm saying? The fight has to be fought on the more spiritual and mental level.
Exactly.
With them people. So like it instead of being so divisive and being involved in all this separatism. See, that's one thing about me is I never dealt with anything that created separatism. I really can't. I can't stand that. Mm-hmm. I can't stand separatism. So religion, all the social constructs, bro, all of them, from what religion to what even economics. I really never really cared about money personally. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I really never cared. Whatever, you know what I mean? But whatever, all the social constructs and all of that stuff breeds separatism, which takes us away from what we're searching for in reality. You know what I mean? When you get, I like my life, so I'm not gonna go too deep.
Right.
But when you get into the Luciferian agenda and things like that, and mm-hmm. separatism from God and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Right. As souls, we're all trying to get back to one.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? But you talk Black Lives Matter versus White Lives Matter. Now you created all this separatism.
Exactly.
You got Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, all these people, when all these avatars all taught the same. We need to come together. That's what they taught. But once this agenda got involved, it separated it all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take conversations like this, like he brought up, like these conversations and things like that, for people to really wrap their heads around what the fuck are we fighting for? What the fuck are we arguing for? It's way more. It's bigger things out here than black and white. Like what is black and white? I ain't black. I'm brown as a motherfucker. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Motherfuckers ain't white. They peach. I don't know what color it is. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man. Clearly, man.
I mean, but yeah, man, just the social constructs and all that stuff is it's sickening. It's sickening how society can input so much stuff and have you hate the next person when that's just a soul trying to do the same thing that you're trying to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to say I hate separatism, bro. That's
I feel you, man.
That's like
I feel you, man. And like you said, man, Sean, like you said, we used to have these discussions a long time ago, as we talked about earlier. And I used to always say to y'all talk about the Kabbalion, and which it states that we all are trying to become one with the all.
One with the all. That's
So you just hit it on the button, man. And that's the
goal.
The whole goal. All energy. We have all energy. We are all spirits in a human experience. We are all spirits in the human experience. And we all will vibrate to different levels to reach the level of becoming one with the all.
One with the all.
So
That's it.
the message behind it was bigger in the eyes of the enlightened ones, the illuminated ones. Understood that there's no such thing as race in terms of the grand scheme of things, the overall perspective of things. Of course, to make a group of subservient people feel some type of way, the so-called ones that was brought here to be slaves, or the ones that were here, depending on who I'm speaking to, because both informations is right. Some of us was here, some of us was brought here, and some of us traveled here.
Hey, quiet. Nigga, you like your life. Don't get hey. You like your life.
Yes, indeed.
we gonna keep that.
So like I'm saying, we going to just basically just keep you guys, man. Listen, one thing about us, we ain't afraid to be lit up in the comment section. We used to it. We love that. We welcome that shit.
Tear the comments up.
We
Tear the
welcome that
club
because
up.
we already know you emotional thugs is don't disagree with most of the stuff we're saying, because you're so damn used, as my father was saying. I'm not a meat eater, but I understand the concept. Milk for babies, meat for the men. Milk for babies, meat for the men. And you jokers so used to being spoon-fed by the overall media, spoon-fed by social media, spoon-fed by news reporters and your party associations and your religious groups that you follow. Spoon-fed by all your parents' philosophies. Spoon-fed by your boss. spoon fed by society. So, you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about. I couldn't think of them. I'm like, that ain't
You say?
religion. I said them all the construct I was thinking about. I couldn't think of
Right.
them at that point. I was like, man, religion.
It's all
Job.
good. Yeah.
Status quo. That's the status and all that stuff, man. All that stuff is so social constructs, man. Like, I wouldn't look at a homeless man no different than I look at the most richest man in the world, man.
Come on
Elon Musk
now.
will stand right beside a homeless man, and I'm going to look at both of them.
And both of them are
same
great.
amount of respect, man.
Exactly. As you should.
So,
As you should.
That's what we got to get to as people,
Totally agree, brother, man. This is man. I'm just sitting back, man. As I look through that, I knew the usual suspects was gonna come on my thing and speak and talk under the comment section when I posted. Elaborate. I'm not elaborating, man. If you don't understand, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. But before we end this, I do want to say that Lauryn Hill's daughter modeled in the show, and she modeled one of the shirts. And I'm assuming she got some backlash for it, right? And today, a few hours ago, she put up an Instagram story. And here it is right here. And it reads, the past 24 hours has allowed me to realize that most of y'all are stuck in a hive mind mentality. You do what the group tells you to do and think what the group tells you to think. Witnessing someone break free from the agenda sends you all into such a panic that you will do whatever it takes to force them back into the box that you feel they should exist in. All morale and empathy is eliminated due to the fact that you feel justified by your emotions. The victim becomes the victimizer. You cannot bully me, manipulate me, or coax me into silence, nor will you bully me into being who you want me to be. I don't care how many tweets you make, DMs you send, or articles you write throughout all the chaos. I have yet to speak on my experience. If you know me, you know that nothing I do is without deep thought and intentions. Wait till you hear what I have to say.
wow.
And yeah, that's pretty heavy, man. And she wrote that I guess she was receiving backlash, like how, you're Lauryn Hill's daughter and Bob Marley, but she sees things on a different level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's coming from high frequencies right there. That's a baby who was produced on a high frequency of consciousness.
Well,
coming from the sister Queen Lauryn Hill.
That's right.
Who was always giving Jews
in tune
with giving Jews in wisdom since the 90s. Her one album alone, you can learn the whole lesson from it.
Jesus Christ.
That album's the greatest woman record of all time.
Man, that's one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yes.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I remember that album came out and every song was on the radio. Radio just basically played that album.
I remember that.
And Maxwell's album. Them two albums dominated the radio. Them albums. Whole albums. I'm like, you don't even get that no more. Like,
nah.
Like,
that was the greatest album. She didn't need it. She don't need another album. That masterpiece was so beautiful that she was unable to or don't want to duplicate or have anything be compared to.
Yeah, you can't. That thing was such a classic. You can't even come back from that. Like, that's what's crazy.
And then our point of Lauryn Hill to mention her is the daughter comes from that frequency, comes from that. The tree doesn't fall far from the apple doesn't fall from the tree. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees things on a high frequency. She's of the illuminated the enlightened ones. That's all. I'm not talking about Illuminati. I'm talking about enlightened ones. So what I'm speaking on is, you know, she's of that vibration, and for her to be able to see that, man, like if it takes a high conscious person to see beyond the scope of things, man. It takes someone that understands multiple ways of winning, or let me rephrase that, of excelling to the next level requires you to do something that looks comfortable or afraid to do. Mm-hmm. Who cares, man? Everybody, the average person, I mean, not the average, the enlightened ones understand that there's no separation between nothing, not just people. Everything is of all. This table right here is a frequency. Okay. Just at a lower frequency, but it is a frequency of the all. It exists within the universe. Everything in the universe. Right through it. Put your hand, everything in it. This right here is an existence of the universe. It's of God, of the all, as you call it. It is a part of the all. Mm-hmm. The universe is mental. That's the law of mentality, the law of mentalism. As I meant to say, the law of mentalism. So when Kanye created that shirt, he understood the law of that. He understood the law of correspondence. Mm-hmm. He understood the law of polarity. Mm-hmm. He understood the law of rhythm.
That's my favorite, polarity.
He understood the law of gender. He understood the law of causation, cause and effect. He understood that there was going to be a cause, there's going to be an effect for the cause that he created with this shirt. That was going to generate revenue and open up a new fan base. Look at Kanye. Kanye is he's, if you listen to his latest albums, it's more gospel rap, more soul gospel rap, right? Look, he can
thinking about that. God dang. Got me thinking about it on the level of the law of polarity. Like, God dang. What's the difference between white and black?
None. Only in different degrees. It's the same thing. It's
a beautiful thing, ain't it?
Hey, we had the same conversation in 2001 with my homie, rest in power, man. Same conversation.
What's the difference between hot and cold?
Nothing. Just different degrees. One can't exist without the other. Hot can't exist without cold. Dark can't exist without light. Evil can't exist without good.
Jesus Christ.
It's the same things at different degrees. Oh no, listen. The vibration's so high they can't even come nowhere near you. It don't even matter what you say. Vibration's too high, man.
Hey, man.
I tell people all the time, if you're on a high frequency, the low frequency can only get you if you come here. It's the key to staying high. So if you come low, they got you. You stay high, they can't dwell there. That ain't even their frequency.
Nah, can't go up there.
They can't come to that frequency. But if you go low, they got you.
Yeah.
And that's all our time today, brothers and sisters, man. We went back to 2001, man, on y'all, man. This is the conversations 20-year-old men used to have, man.
Wow, I wish I had me a little couple drinks. Then I
don't drink no more, but I had some great times, and I will never trade those times in for nothing, man.
Oh man.
This is Amazing, man. This CD right here is a classic, man. The name of it is The Blind Truth, man.
Blind Truth.
This thing is serious right here, man. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, man.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the page if you still rocking with us, man.
Yes,
Hit that
indeed.
like button, subscribe. Leave the comments in the description box, man. Hate comments are welcome.
Bring them on.
Love comments welcome as
Bring
well.
them
You know what I
on.
mean? So yeah, man. It's what's up with you, Joe.
What's up
We are
with you,
out.
Joe? Peace.
Peace.